Hey guys, so today I'm gonna teach you something. How to win a losing game. Awesome, right? How to turn this to this. So let's get started. There are two distinct skill sets required to win, namely the macro and micro. Micro is about individual hero mastery, i.e. fast hands, while macro is about game-wide strategy and map awareness, that is game sense. In simple terms, micro is the how, while macro is the what, when, and where. They are both equally important and are things you should be aware of. Micro varies from hero to hero while macro focuses on you, the individual playing the hero. If you would like a full depth guide video on the difference between macro and micro and how it applies to different heroes, let me know in the comment below. Today, I'm going to talk about macro and how it applies to this particular hero, Sun Wukong. Macro refers to your strategic decision-making and understanding of the game state as a whole, and it suits Sun's play style very well. As you know, Sun is not a strong early game hero, and his micro, while competent, isn't good enough against meta heroes. But in the late game, he's a true monster who deletes everyone. Also, the macro and micro depend on whether you play him as a jungler or as a side laner. In this case, we got jungle. The enemy outclassed us in every single way. They had Muscle Mommy, a meta lava demon with a floating head who spits fire from his ass, a floating bag of sand, a pedo, and a confused prince whose spell vamp is insane. We had a dark system heartbroken ninja girl, a fat man, a monkey, an ancient relic who always thinks he's unkillable, and Faramis. Of course, I can't say anything bad about Faramis. He's great. We had two great pickoffs from the start, killing Vale and Hilda. But after that, the difference in strength was about to show soon enough. We got bent over, violated, and lost the early game advantage we had. So now I'm going to teach you how to maximize your game sense in case you ever find yourself in this situation. Also, the reason I chose Sun is because straight from the draft pick I knew we stood no chance in straight-up skirmishes. We barely had any CC2. I'm going to divide the macro into 4 different parts. Number 1 is map awareness. Always constantly check the minimap to track enemy rotations and avoid being ganked. This helps a great deal. And please, whenever you lose sight of the enemy on the map, if you don't have a long-range AoE skill capable of revealing the enemy, do not, and I repeat, do not go near any bushes. I did that mistake in this game and they clapped my monkey cheeks. The second thing I'm going to talk about is objective control. This is when you decide when to take the turtle, lord, or turrets rather than just chasing kills. If your team isn't able to zone the enemy, or if you're outnumbered and the odds aren't in your favor, or if you're outfarmed and outleveled by the enemy jungler, don't risk going for the turtle at the sake of your life. Remember, the moment you seize control of the game and map, it will be a smooth sailing. This is one of the biggest mistakes which makes teams lose. You randomly see your jungler going to 1 versus 4 a turtle in a retry gap which he's levels behind, or your teammates going for lord when the jungler is not near or when he has no retry. Dumb asses. The third thing I'm going to talk about is rotations. This is where you move between lanes to help teammates or pressure different parts of the map. Muscle Mommy and even Franco are good at pressuring enemy junglers. But Hilda is way too broken. She's so strong early game, if she decides to invade you, you'll most probably die. So far so good. After you learn these steps, you'll instinctively be using all of them at the same time and always incorporate them into your gameplay, no matter which role you play. I will make a video on other lanes too. The next thing I want to talk about is itemization. This is where you adapt your build mid-game to counter specific enemy threats, e.g., buying Sea Halberd against high healing heroes, or building magic defense if the enemy has a lot of magic damage heroes. This depends with the enemy lineup, and thus subconsciously, you should always be flexible and ready. As you can see, it took the 3 of us to kill Dirith. We had no anti-heal yet. Here's an example of objective control. We prioritized Uranoz's lane, and we were able to take it down before going back to our primary objectives. This was a big win for us. You should always know your hero's greatest strengths and weaknesses. Sun is a really strong, objective-oriented hero. He doesn't necessarily need to win by fighting, but he's a good macro hero because his objective clearing speed is through the roof. We lost our EXP and I didn't make it in time for Turtle. And this is where it all began. The enemy domination. I didn't see the enemy on the map. This was a dumb mistake on my part. They were happily waiting to molest me in the bush. My monkey cheeks. I don't know what Franco went to do in the top bush. Maybe he went to take a piss. Dirith was getting out of control. We had to shut him down. And quick! From the map, I saw that top was already gone. I decided to prioritize Sea Halberd because the enemy had a lot of fighter heroes. Sun scales really well with the critical build, so I knew late game we stood a chance. I mean, in this game, even if the odds are 1,000 to 1, the odds are never 0. So never give up, never surrender. Focus on what you can do, and do your best. You'll definitely win, and if you don't, then you'll have learned something which you can use in your next game. Improve your gameplay. This makes you better. Losing sometimes is frustrating, yes, but losing is an essential catalyst for growth. Losers have the room to grow, learn, improve, and evolve from their mistakes. We all have great potential. Sometimes it takes losing to awaken it. I chose to focus on the objectives. Also, I recommend playing heroes like Sun sometimes who are objective-oriented. This levels up your game IQ and you pay close attention to things which you wouldn't normally pay attention to. Every game is a learning curve, and handling pressure situations like this is good. I lagged really bad here, and my phone decided to betray me. Sad face. I knew Dirith was dead because it was not the first time he overextended. I had to choose where to rotate next, and keeping track of my teammates' movements, I chose bot lane. Hilda rotates too fast, so logically she was definitely alone trying to clear. Look at how we violated Muscle Mommy. Look at the difference the itemization made. She couldn't use her passive and heal herself because I bought Sea Halberd. Small things like these are game changers. Uranus then baited Tammuz and Veil despite dying in the process. We handled them easily. W play, that's how you capitalize. Always be aware of both your enemies and teammates' movements. Hanabi was also okay being here. She had already lost her lane, so she focused on what she could be effective on the most, and that is helping in teamfights. Look at the trade-off when you choose when to fight and when not to. We got a really easy, uncontested Lord. Our Hanabi was also on fire. I straight up went to push top. I could have gotten both towers, but I was skeptical on the second one as I thought the enemy would come defend soon. As a jungler, it's your job to always clear the opposing lane after you have secured the Lord. Take advantage and try to sync the minion clearing with other waves. If possible, don't clear the enemy wave which the Lord is pushing so that by the time the Lord reaches the inhibitors, you and your teammates can clear the surrounding inhibitors simultaneously.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make this strive. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah.
We had caught up and overtook them. We had no issue in teamfights now as we were more farmed and capitalized on their mistakes.
Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah.
Look at how much map control we have. The enemy has no choice but to play safe and stick in their base.
Always take a stand for the people, for the land.
Look at my damage. My clone's doing the most. Ha 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 ha.
For the animals we stand. Let's go back to where trees were swung. Kids across the land.
If you have watched this far, I salute you. Your support keeps me going. If you want more MLBB and game tips, let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Also remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride.
Poor Clint. This is when Sun is the strongest.
We'll never be alone, Savannah.
I lagged a bit here and thus died, but the game was sealed already.
Turn to